What's going on, folks, and welcome into this week's edition of the Monday Morning Wrap here on Sports Tree. I'm Connor Roundtree, and we have another excellent weekend of sporting events to wrap up for you guys and then serve up our sporting menu of the week with the three most prominent sporting events that you should stay attuned to throughout this coming week. But let's jump into this with our weekend wrap up, and our lead story is something that I bet you didn't think you were going to hear this Monday. Mark Zuckerberg won his first ever jiu-jitsu tournament over the weekend. That's right. The founder of Facebook, the founder of the metaverse, was slamming and subbing people on the route to a gold medal. Getting into some more prominent sporting events now, the Kentucky Derby ran on Saturday, the 149th running of the Kentucky Derby, that is, and Mage won it as a 15-1 long shot. Well, that is an excellent payday. There was a bit of a dark cloud hanging over Saturday's races at Churchill Downs. Earlier in the day, Chloe's Dream and Freezing Point both suffered injuries and were euthanized at the track. Clearly, not everything is right in horse racing. On the PGA Tour, Wyndham Clark captured his first ever PGA Tour title at the Wells Fargo Championship over at Quail Hollow. The 29-year-old finally seals the deal and wins his first ever title on tour. And thank you, Max Homa, for getting us our top 20 ticket. On the F1 circuit, Max Verstappen won the Miami Grand Prix. He leads the Drivers' Championship, and his teammate Sergio Perez came in second place. Red Bull now has a complete stranglehold over the Construct Championship, so it's going to be a 1-2 dogfight in Formula One this year between the two Red Bull drivers. The drivers will have a week off before heading out to Italy for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. In the UFC, Aljamain Sterling retained his bantamweight title with a win over Triple C Henry Cejudo. Say what you will about the judging, it was a close fight either way. I can see why either fighter walked out with the victory. On the diamond, the Toronto Blue Jays outscored the Pittsburgh Pirates 22-3 over their three-game series on the weekend. The Blue Jays earned the sweep over the Pirates in Pittsburgh. They have Monday off, and they will be back at it on Tuesday in Philadelphia. On the hardwood, the NBA Conference semifinals continue tonight. The 8th-seeded Miami Heat continue to defy the odds. They lead the New York Knicks 2-1 and have an opportunity to go up 3-1 and grab that series by the horns tonight at home. The 76ers, they held off the Celtics on Sunday to even their series at 2 games apiece. Out west, the Suns took care of business on home court on Sunday. They draw even 2-2 with the Nuggets as the series shifts back to Denver this week. And the Warriors are in LA tonight. They trail the Lakers 2-1. LeBron James saying earlier this week how proud he is of his son Bronny committing to USC and how he still is very serious about Bronny playing in the NBA with him. That means LeBron will be in the NBA for at least another 2 seasons. All right, folks, now it's time to serve up our weekly menu of sporting events, and the first one that you should be aware of goes down on a Monday night. It's the NHL Draft Lottery at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's all about Connor Bedard. He's the unanimous top prospect in this year's draft, and any team would be lucky to acquire his services. Now, the Anaheim Ducks, they have the best shot at the Bedard sweepstakes with an 18.5% chance. The Columbus Blue Jackets coming in at 13.5%, and the Chicago Blackhawks have the third best odds at 11.5%. Out of Canadian teams, it's the Montreal Canadiens that have the best shot with an 8.5% chance of securing the services of Connor Bedard. On the ice, the Edmonton Oilers and Las Vegas Golden Knights meet up for Game 3 of their best-of-7 series. That series is currently tied 1-1. If you're looking for a play there, make sure you take the over. The Oilers, they were on fire last game. We all saw that with how many pucks they put in the net. They're the most proficient offense in the NHL. I like the over because the Golden Knights, I expect them to answer and have a little bit more of a punchback this game in Edmonton. The Golden Knights are averaging just under 4 goals this postseason, so I like the over at 6.5 in that one. Now it's time to serve up a little tennis action for you, a little ATP action from Rome. This is one of 3 ATP Masters 1000 events that is competed on clay, and it brings out all the stars, right? All the stars, all the fashion, some celebrity performances. I mean, you're in Italy, you're in Rome, and you're watching some of the best tennis in the world. Now, Rafa Nadal has a record 10 titles here in Rome, but he withdrew over the weekend. However, defending champion Novak Djokovic is in this field, as is former champ Alexander Zverev. The UEFA Champions League continues on Tuesday this week. Real Madrid takes on Man City in the first leg of their semifinal. Then on Wednesday, rivals AC Milan and Inter Milan will clash for the first leg of their semifinal. For picks and predictions, make sure you head over to sportstree.ca and check out our sports blog. Our guy Aaron Canton knows his stuff As for a trivia question on this week's edition of the Monday Morning Wrap, we figured we'd have a little bit of fun with the NHL Draft Lottery. So instead of a trivia question, we're going to ask you point blank, who do you think is going to win the NHL Draft Lottery and essentially acquire the services to Connor Bedard? Head over to sportstree.ca. Let us know which team you think will win the Draft Lottery. If you're correct, you're in to win a pair of NHL or NBA tickets to see your favorite team play live next season. Remember, if you upgrade your subscription, you upgrade your chances in winning. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and that's a wrap.